Starting the new manual after Continent Communicator. Jeff Saunders' title of his speech this evening is called Get Out of Town and Take a Trip. That will feature some stories that are funny, unforgettable, perhaps from a recent vacation, but there's also going to be some advertising, I believe, for an opportunity to take advantage of one. May I please welcome Jeff Saunders.
Good evening. Since we're all at living, I decided to do the same thing tonight. Have you ever just felt like you want to get out of town? I need a vacation. And there are so many places you can go, but the last time I did it, I went to skyauction.com, and you can bid on vacations there all over the world. If you look around, there's all sorts of sites like that. But I ended up bidding $950 for a 10-day trip to Peru for two. Whoa. Didn't include the airfare, but it did include accommodations, it included the ground transportation, and a few of the meals. Although, accommodations were questionable, and that's why I'm telling you this story. So you never quite know what you're getting into when you do this. So the stories from this trip that we had are absolutely endless. I could stand up here for probably an hour and tell you about them, but I do want to share a couple with you. First of all, if and when you fly into Lima, you want to make sure, unless you're in a generous mood and want to give away all your money and your credit cards, not to just wave down a taxi cab. You want to make sure you're going with a reputable company that you look up ahead of time, or they'll just put you in a car and drive you around the corner and take all your stuff. It's not necessarily the safest place in the world, so you got to be careful there. We got dropped off at our first night's hotel, and we looked at it and wondered, I'm not sure about this place. It was kind of bright blue and had an 8-foot high wrought iron fence all the way around it with spikes on the top and a lockable gate. So we were kind of wondering what we're getting into, but we go in and walk into this pretty old hotel with this open foyer, and no one's there. And we start yelling, hello, hello, and out from the back. This guy walks out from the back, this Peruvian man, and we said, yeah, we're here, this is a group tour that we signed up for, so we're here to meet the group tour that's starting tomorrow. And he looks at us and he goes, group? No group. And we're, well, yeah, the tour that starts tomorrow, we're going to go swim with the sea lions. No tour, no group. I'm thinking, oh boy, this is a great start. So he takes us back to his desk. I told him I needed to make a phone call. On his desk, he's got this book that he's studying English. And I know about that much Spanish. And so we fumble through it, and I end up calling the person that arranged this trip. And he got on the phone with the guy and got us our room for the night. Actually for 2 nights. So we go into the room, we walk in, wasn't the nicest room in the world. I walk over to the sink to wash my hands and kick this little stem that was standing under the sink, and the stem fell down, the sink fell off the wall. And so we kind of got that prop back up, and didn't break any water lines. We checked out the bed, and we might as well have had a concrete pad. I mean, it is by far the hardest bed. So we go back out in the lobby. He did have some wine and some stuff out there, so we're having a glass of wine. And in and out of this hotel are coming these ladies, the same ladies, about every half hour to an hour, with little short skirts on. We're kind of wondering where we are. So, we figured out we were at the Hooker Hotel for the night. But they weren't coming in our room, so we were okay. And true, the next morning, he told us the guy was coming to take us to swim with the sea lions. And in walks this retired gentleman, nice guy. His name was Eduardo. And Eduardo was a sea captain with the Peruvian Navy for 30 years and had gotten his own boat and wanted to start doing tours, and he'd arranged it with this guy. And it turns out there was no group. We were the only two. So we basically had a private tour guide there. Anyway, he drives us across town. We found there was 2 ladies from Colombia that hopped in the boat with us. And we went about 10 miles off coast to this island where the sea lions are, only sea lions, no houses, no people. And there were thousands of them. And he pulls up close to the island, and there's like hundreds of them following us and barking in the water. And so he pulls up and stops. He says, well, get ready. I'm looking at him. So Mary, my sweetheart's with me, and she starts putting on her wetsuit. And she says, are you going? I said, hell no. I'm getting in the water with them. Are you kidding me? So her and one of the ladies from Columbia actually got their wetsuits on, got in the water with the guy, and said, hey, I'll get some good pictures. Someone has to get some good pictures right there, right? And I made this book for the trip that we took, but I had to show these 2 pages full of Mary swimming with the sea lions, and Eduardo, our captain here, they actually got in the water, and when they would swim towards them, they would swim away. And as soon as you turned around and started to swim back towards the boat, they would start swimming towards you again. And I told Mary to swim like this. Because 5,000 sea lions have to defecate somewhere, all in the same place. Actually, it was a fun trip. We got back to the hotel. We spent another night in the Hooker Hotel on a concrete pad. And the next morning, we got on a plane to Cusco, which is actually 11,000 feet high. So we went from sea level to 11,000 feet. That's a whole other story, and that's where we got on a train to Machu Picchu, and I actually talked about that in the past, so we skip that, and we come back from Machu Picchu, and we have this guy who set up our tours. His name is Eduardo, another Eduardo, and he looked like Antonio Banderas, and so Mary kept calling him Antonio. So I ended up calling him Antonio, and he basically said, what do you want to do? So we decided to go. He goes, we can take your horseback riding in the mountains up there. So it was a beautiful country, and there was lots of old, Peruvian villages back there. So we get down there to the horse place, and they put me on this horse. And Peruvian people are about 5 feet tall, and their horses are about 2 feet tall. And so I'm sitting on this horse, and these 2 guys, they're speaking Spanish. No quiero caballo. And they're going, muy grande, muy grande. I keep hearing this, muy grande. And I thought they were talking about the horse, but they were talking about the big fat boy that was on their horse. So we start climbing up the mountain, and this is the honest to God truth, and we're halfway up the hill, maybe going up 1,000 feet, and this horse is like, so I had to get off and walk him up the rest of the way to the top of the hill. And I could continue this forever, but the red light's on. So we ended up, they took the horses back. We walked down through all these villages. We ended up buying $150, $200 cashmere, alpaca sweaters for like $10. Met all the local villagers. It was just fantastic. Went to some ruins. So if you feel like you want to get out of town, just get on the website, go bid on something, because there's tons of stuff out there, and just go do it. Okay.